Yeah, I've had this for years, since the Disneyland stories.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
My name is Cal Kestis, and I used
James.
to be a Jedi.
I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that. A lot of things happened this week, James. A lot of things happened.
LA is burning down again.
By a lot, I mean I don't know anything that's been happening because I've been working pretty much all day, every day. Because guess what, James? I'm employed now. Yes, I took that job
application.
I took that job application. I stared at it. It shocked me. It scared me. But I turned it in anyway.
JD, your job application?
My job application, yeah.
Your jab?
Yeah,
your jab?
my jab obligation. I took it. I stared at it. It scared me, but you know what? I went through with it anyways. And guess what, James? I have to work. And when I'm working,
you stared at the write down your name part. You wrote the letters BOO, and you went
And now I don't do anything except work, go to the gym, and sleep. I also eat at work, which has been horrendous for my diet because there's nothing amazing to eat at work.
What are you eating?
Mostly the steamed vegetables they have there, the unseasoned steamed vegetables, because everything else they make is hot garbage. It's terrible. It tastes terrible.
Oh, you work at a food job?
No.
You making food?
Nope. It's just a dealer thing, and there's the employee dining area, the EDR.
This guy's making food.
Employee dining room. So I go there and I have to eat from I eat from whatever they make there.
The communal trough.
Yeah. the corpo buffet.
And just tie your hairs back.
The corpo buffet. Yeah, and I had this interaction with a regular employee there today, and they were like, "What's going on here? Why is the EDR so full?" And I was like, "Everyone's off at this time, so they just go eat." They
looked at you. They said, "What's cooking good looking?" And you said, "I can't keep taking this."
Yeah, she stared down at me. She stared down at my 4'5" frame, and she was like, "What's going on?" And then I shrugged my shoulders and I go, "I don't know, Chief."
Don't you mean she was staring up at your staggering 8 feet?
Yeah, she was looking up at my 8'9" frame, my 8'9", 400-pound, 7% body fat frame.
You kind of struggled to say 8'9" there.
Your
body rejected the truth.
No, it was because I was debating whether saying 8'8.5" or 8'9", so I just rounded it up, 8'9". I mean, it's hard to tell the difference anyway.
8/8.
Like who's gonna tell the difference between 8'8.5" and 8'9"? Not you.
Tell.
That's who.
My old job was literally telling sizes of stuff.
Yeah, and you're surprisingly bad at it. So, job? What job is that? Are you working there right now, or?
Yeah, I'm doing it literally right now. I took a break to come do this podcast.
Oh, really?
That's how dedicated I am.
Because from what I remember, you don't have that job anymore. You're not working that one.
JD.
And from what I remember, James, you're fired because you were bad at your job. So maybe you weren't so good at telling her what the sizes of things.
I quit. There's a difference in it, JD.
I know you want to tell yourself that.
The lie you tell and the lie I tell.
I know you want to tell yourself that to make yourself feel better, but we all know the truth. Okay?
The truth is,
you have to get real.
The truth is,
be honest here. I've been binging.
I'm going to tell it straight up. I'm going to tell it straight up here. Truth is,
Jay's
been binging.
I've been binging shorts on my work breaks, right? And I keep getting recommended the same kind of shorts. I don't know. I don't look at the count, so I don't know if they're made by the same people, but I feel like they are. It's these shorts of the new Superman movie, James Gunn, the trailer for it. And
My Gun?
They're making fun of how bad the new Superman is compared to the older Superman. So the title will be like, this, like new Superman's fighting skills,
James
and
Gunn
then
Superman per Snyder Gun.
Yeah, it's like James Gunn Superman fighting skills, and it shows him getting beat up and like thrown around and burned and stuff. And then it's like Zack Snyder's Superman. Fighting. Zack Snyder's Superman, and he's just him like smacking around some of those dudes in the Man of Steel movie, the other Kryptonians.
Yeah, I love when Snyder's Superman had to raise his hands at giant machine guns shooting him because he couldn't take being shot by machine guns.
There was one of them like that. It was like other Superman taking bullets, and it shows like a cut of Superman just being like I think there was the TV show one. the TV show one getting shot and he like passes out from it or something. And then
The Superman and Lois one, or
I don't know. I didn't watch.
was it live action or cartoon?
It was live action.
Okay, it might be Superman, Lois, or Smallville then.
Yeah, he gets like shot and then
Also,
he like
it's more
faints from
than
it.
likely they were shot by like a magic bullet or
Kryptonite
some shit,
bullets. Yeah,
not
you're right.
just not a normal bullet.
Shot by kryptonite bullets. You're right.
Yeah,
And he
I'm
passes out.
noticing there's an omission of truth in these videos.
And then I think it was glazing the 2006 Superman, the one with the bullets, short, because the 2006 one just like there's a scene where he walks toward like a minigun firing at him, and the bullet hitting his eye.
Oh, the
Remember that?
dumbest fucking scene.
The,
The scene that's been memed to death because it's so ass. By the way, the
the
mini from that scene
Superman.
is
Okay,
so fucking
it's
ugly.
great. It's peak.
No,
That
Superman
is what Aura
Returns
was
is
based off of, by the way, James. I don't know if
I
you knew that.
Superman?
Yeah. No, Aura in general.
You said Aura was based off Superman though?
The 2006 Superman. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2006 Superman got his ass beat by four regular guys. That's the climax of the movie, by the way. He goes to an island he knows is made of kryptonite, then is surprised when he's choking on kryptonite like dust,
Actually,
and then gets his ass beat by four dudes, including Harold and Kumar, Harold from Harold and Kumar, or wait, no, the Kumar guy. That guy is in the movie. He has no voice lines the whole movie, but he's there. It's so funny when you realize
actually,
it's him.
from my
'Cause you're like,
recollection of not
oh shit,
watching the movie,
it's the guy from House.
he actually goes and he flies the island up. So you're wrong, James.
No, he does that
Other
at the
Superman
end
to
after he gets his
kryptonite
ass
compared
beat.
to 2006 Superman with kryptonite.
ignoring the
It's
scenes
them.
of him fainting the kryptonite and choking on it and
It's all
falling
the
down
other
and getting his
Superman
ass
like
beat.
choking on like gaseous kryptonite and like the one Superman with the necklace around him like drowning, and then it cuts to this 2006 Superman like flying the island full of kryptonite up into the sky. Is kryptonite Superman's weakness or not? Like what's going on here?
It's my favorite inconsistency is when writers decide, oh yeah, maybe kryptonite doesn't hurt him that much. It's like the thing with the Zack Snyder one. I always criticize this part of the movie because I do think Batman vs Superman is not a bad movie, but like him picking up the kryptonite spear and flying it at Doomsday is so funny because he's like to keep it from harming himself, he's holding it by the end of the spear where it's not kryptonite, and then he's holding his hand in front of his face to protect himself from the kryptonite,
Yeah.
even though it still affects his whole body equally.
I
He's
mean,
like too bright. Ugh.
it's just the light, James. It's like the light from the kryptonite. It's like the radius is like because Superman flies
The
from
light
his
from
feet, right?
the light
His
from the
flight
kryptonite
powers.
that's inconsistently glowing.
Like you know how Viltrumites they have like the ears, like their ears help them fly, but Superman it's his feet. It comes like generates from his feet, so that's why his feet are further away from the spear tip than his
In
face.
Superman, it's whatever the
So-
writer needs at that given moment.
Yeah, the one thing though is that they like the new Lex Luthor, James Gunn's Lex
Oh yeah, because
Luthor.
he's a genuine
There's a
hater.
little cut of it of like a dude is aura farming, and it's Lex Luthor breaking into Superman's
The Fortress of Solitude.
Fortress of Solitude, and he goes like he had to take his glasses off.
Yeah.
He had to take his glasses off just to show he didn't flinch. And it was the scene of like this like little spinning saw flying right past his face, like inches away, and cutting apart one of his super bots. And
I
Lex
love that
Luthor
'cause I
just
saw-
walks through it, doesn't even flinch.
I
Horrifying.
love that because I saw people using that clip and they're like, how come Lex Luthor doesn't flinch, but Superman does? And then they cut to the shot of the actual actor, David Cornsweet, as Superman walking down the street for a scene and getting hit in the head with an actual soda can and flinching because this is a real person getting hit by something and not the CGI scene where nothing is actually going by his face. It's like the most nonsensical shit of like
But James,
Superman flinches at
Superman
getting hit by
doesn't
can.
flinch. Okay.
No, David Cornsweet was hit by a can in the back of the head, and I saw a person go, well, "Why didn't they just rehearse the scene until he became numb to getting hit?"
And you know what? Guess what, James? They did that.
Why don't we just hit
The
this
new
man
and
over the head
improved
with a
scene
brick?
is him not flinching from getting hit in the back of the head with a can. Because
Why
it's
don't
not
why
David
don't we cut
Corns.
this guy?
It's not David. It's not David Cornsweet.
Cornsweet.
Okay, it's Superman.
David, he's a white Jewish man.
It's
David.
it's Superman. Okay.
This is like when Gal Gadot went to Israel and she changed her name from Gal Greenstein to Gal Gadot. David Corn Sweat.
David, no, said Gal Gadot in the newest Superman movie.
David, no. Enough champagne to fill the Nile.
I like how all the shorts I've seen is they like everything in the new Superman, except for Superman.
Which is crazy
They're
because
like, oh,
originally they
Guy
didn't
Gardner,
like him
hell
because
yeah.
he
Lex
looked
Luthor, hell yeah.
because that's the funny thing.
The
They've switched up
Hawkman,
from
hell
only
yeah.
liking they switched up from only liking David Cornsweet as Superman because he looked just like a young Henry Cavill to now hating David Cornsweet as Superman and liking everything else, but originally having complained about the fucking Guy Gardner bowl cut to now liking it. It's like, oh my god, you are such annoying fucks. I can't with you. Your
It was
complaints
me,
are so
James.
nonsensical and
It was me. I
stupid.
was part of the psyop.
It's me.
At the beginning, I started hating on all the characters except for Superman because I was like, oh, people are gonna like the new Superman. But then I realized that I don't like the new Superman. So instead, I changed directions and I was like, you actually these other guys are cool, and it's just Superman that's not cool. So
Are you
caught
aware of
emote, you got me. It was
The
me.
Star Wars discourse psyop that was real? That's a genuine thing.
The Star
The
Wars psyop.
CIA, yeah, the CIA, they were posting like fake like bad reviews of Star Wars media as some kind of psyop to fuck with like I think a certain group of people.
Yeah,
And it didn't end up working, but it ended up leaking out that they did it. Everyone's like, wait, hold on. Is all of
gotcha.
Star Wars discourse just CIA
The CIA,
psyops?
the CIA, hands up, caught emote.
The CIA,
Hands up,
after
caught
review
emote.
bombing the Acolyte and setting us back as a society.
Well, that's just because the head of the CIA watched that show and they were just like, I don't like it, so let's run a
Yeah,
psyop.
why didn't they
He
like it?
snaps his they snap their fingers.
I'm still
Let's
waiting
run
for a
it.
good reason as to why people didn't like it.
Because the show is bad, the writing is bad, the plot doesn't make any sense,
Uh-huh. Yeah, you
and
keep
it's
telling me
Star
about
Wars,
how it's bad and the
which
plot
is
doesn't make any
paid
sense and
mainstream
whatnot.
bull. So there you
Yeah, you
go,
keep
James.
saying that, yet you're not giving me actual reasons. You're just saying words, and then when I ask you for reasons, you go, no.
Well, actually, the reason is I didn't watch it, and I don't have to know that's bad.
That's my favorite thing is how many people admit that they didn't actually watch it, but they're like, no, no, but I saw the clips on YouTube.
Well, James,
I saw the YouTube
you don't have to
shorts of the
watch
scenes,
something
and
to not like it.
I watched Star Wars Theory's video about it, and I decided I didn't like it anymore, despite the
Hey,
fact that it had everything Star
I
Wars
didn't watch
Theory
The
asked
Room
for.
by Tommy Wiseau. I didn't watch that, and I know it's bad, so there it
Yeah,
is.
I've watched it. That's how I know it's bad. That's why I'm like, that's a not bad take because it is the worst movie. It's not the worst movie.
It's not
There's
the
a
worst
lot worse
movie.
movies.
It's
It's a
actually I
funnily
heard it's a
bad
fun
movie.
movie. So actually,
It's a
no.
fun bad. He's made another one that I think he intended to be serious, but it still has him in it acting the exact
Well,
fucking same way, so it's still just as bad.
it's that charm, right? Of people of like these directors, movie makers who are just really untalented and they can't make what they envision to be. So they try and they fail, and that's the charm.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that, James, I'm still waiting on that.
Where's Hunt Down the Freeman?
I'm still waiting on the Hunt Down the Freeman fan movie skit. I'm still waiting on the
Fan movie skit.
skit, yeah, because we all know it's gonna be a skit.
We all know it's going to be all laughs and chuckles.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little funny.
Shepard's going to go, you fucked up my face. Laugh track.
Yeah, and then I forgot his
Well,
name. And then Todd Howard comes in and he's like, he's just like, you're just not 16 times the detail. And then ominous low tune rumble plays.
this is just our
Slow mo,
playthrough of it.
slow mo. He raises a pistol up to
Playthrough of it
Shepard's head,
again. This is just a fucking dumb
and then
playthrough of it.
Shepard goes, no, 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 and then
No, 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 no.
gunshot, but he doesn't. You don't see the trigger actually get pulled.
I
Shepard
can't,
goes,
dude, it's
"You
so-
fucked up my face,"
It's-
and then he raises the gun,
it's
points it
still
at
so bad, it's
points it at
stupid.
Gordon Freeman. He's holding the crossbar in his hand.
Points it
with
at
his-
Corbin.
he's doing the caught emote, and he goes, "No, I did. He didn't kill him. I killed them. I fucked up your face."
He didn't kill him. I killed him.
You fucked up my face, he says to Todd Howard as he's
No,
lying on
no,
the
no, no,
ground.
no.
And then the other guy, and then Gordon Freeman puts his hands up. He goes, "No, no, no. He didn't fuck up your face. I fucked up your face. Okay, I didn't mean to."
It's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. When
That
Corbin Freeman,
if you ever make that short movie, that has to be the ending scene. That has to be the
here's
ending
the
scene
thing.
now.
I want to do that, but then it's also like I wrote it to be this serious drama and like action series, and I'm like, but it would be so funny if just Gordon Freeman just
Well,
spoke for
James,
the
if you
first
write
time in
it
the entire
if you
franchise.
write it to be so
His first
serious,
and
you'll
only
be
words are no, 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 no. The only thing he's ever said in the
James.
entire series,
If you
and
write it to
all of
be
the
so
video games.
serious, you'll be really disappointed when it comes out to be not that serious and bad. You'll be disappointed. But if you write it to be like just slop and be like, no, 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 then it'll be good.
Just all the times in the video games where we've never heard Gordon Freeman talk, and the first and only words he ever says are no, 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 no.
Yeah. Points the
Wait,
gun
no,
and he
no.
goes, no, 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 no. And he's like almost crying, like his tears are welling up in his eyes. He's red eyed. Anyway, he's
Yeah, I can't wait.
yeah, that reminds me though. I recently saw a short of Ashton Hall crying in a bathtub, and
Oh my god.
the reason he was crying is because he lost a sprint
Four
race
times the speed.
to Aisho Speed. And I should
Dude.
mention that Aisho Speed is he's actually kind of fast. Like his name is
People forget that he's actually athletic.
yeah, his name is not a joke. He actually is kind of fast. So, you know,
I mean, that's the whole reason he has the name is because
yeah.
he's actually fast.
And then he collabed with Ashton Hall, and they ran like 4 races or something, and he lost every single one of those races.
Well,
Ashton
it's the
Hall.
thing is he lost there were so many also false starts when you like watch the video.
Yeah,
He false starts so many times through it,
Ashton
and
Hall.
then yeah, Ashton Hall a lot.
Mm.
And then when they actually do the first race, he beats Ashton Hall, I think, to the point that Ashton Hall falls to the ground
Yeah, I
at the
seen
end
him
of the
fall
race.
over in one of the
But
races.
then he's
Yeah.
like, rematch, rematch. And then they rematch. He beats him
And then
again.
it's
Speed's trying to leave. And he's like, please, please,
yeah, it's
race
like
me
there are.
again.
It was a short of the race, and then after the race is over, it cuts to them arguing about the race, and then it cuts to another race, and it's then like talking about the race again.
Dude,
It
and
was
it's
some like first
Speed.
grader stuff, man. That's
It,
it gave me flashbacks to first grade school. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good though, because Speed like embarrasses him every time. And then after the fourth one, Speed's running to his car after finishing. He's like, delete your channel, delete your channel.
Yeah, he started in one of the races. He just starts trash talking him in the middle of the race because he knows he's just faster. So he's like, they're both sprinting, and all of a sudden he goes, "This guy is slow. This guy is too slow.
You're too slow.
You're too slow."
And I love that Ashton Hall just he can't not make the sound when he runs, the push-up sound.
Yeah, he makes that sound. He goes, it's like a laser gun.
It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
But I
Why
mean,
do
to
you
be
do
fair,
that?
Ashton Hall is actually pretty fast for how big he is. Okay, because the man,
I'm
the
not
dude is a
denying that,
huge
but it's like,
bodybuilder. So he actually is fast because it's not like Aisha Speed like is like miles ahead of him. They're both he's like
I mean,
ahead of him a little
kinda.
bit. Maybe if you were like a professional sprinter, you'd be like, oh my god, the difference is crazy. But like from average layman thing, it's like I probably can't beat either of them in a race. So you know, I don't think. I mean, he's not slow, but he's just not faster than Speed 4 times. And then he made a short. He made a short where he's racing. I was waiting for that. You still here, James?
I'm still here.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, I was I saw the short of him like in the bathtub after the race, and he's got like his like toes wrapped up because I think he injured himself running on. They ran on pavement barefooted, I think,
Yeah.
for like 2 of the races at least. Bad idea. Don't do that. Uh,
No, no,
so
no. Keep doing it. Keep
so
doing it. It's good
he
for you, I'm
has like his
sure.
toes wrapped up and he's like sitting in the bathtub and then he's watching the race on his TV and he goes ah! And he throws like this ball at it and it breaks the TV. He goes damn
This
and
guy's
then
obsession with breaking his own
yeah,
TV is
what's
getting
with him and
worrying.
breaking stuff? So he throws it, breaks the
Hey,
TV, and then it
hey,
cuts to him
Ashton,
like
we get it. You
crying.
can break things.
It cuts to him like crying. I can't tell if this guy is serious about certain things and unserious about
Oh,
other
no,
things.
he's not serious at all.
I can't tell if it's actually like if he was actually upset that he wasn't faster than Speed, or if it was just all a bit. Like him trying to get in the race again and again. It was just like a bit. But I know for sure the short is a bit, like him making fun of the fact that he lost. But yeah, it turns from him like crying. It cuts like him like having tears on his eyes. His face is wet. And then it just goes into his normal daily routine video.
So yeah, that definitely tells me it's fake. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it is under.
That feels so fake.
I think maybe in the moment, he actually was serious about like being like him being faster in speed and like racing and be like, oh no, you cheated, bro, you cheated, you're not fat, you had like a head start or something. And then afterwards, when he lost 4 times in a row, he's just like, actually, I'm not actually, it's he won fair and square. Let's make some content. And then he puts on his shoes barefoot like all the other times and goes on with his day. That
Puts
does
on his
bother me.
shoes barefoot.
Yeah, you don't know that Ashton Hall never wears socks?
Yeah, I know that. It's just I've never heard it described as putting on your shoes barefoot to not wear socks.
I mean, I don't ever see it really. I don't know anyone who just wears shoes without socks. I'd like to imagine it's not comfortable.
It can't be. It has to feel weird to have that texture.
Maybe, but all my shoes are dirt cheap things from Ross. Ross, more for less. So they're not the kind of shoes that you want to be wearing without socks.
I wear slides.
So hey, whatever, man. Whatever. He does a little he
Whatever.
does a little morning routine where he puts on a whole suit and stuff and outfit just to go out to the park to take it all off and put on like a new gym outfit to do a little run. Uh,
Do a little
but
sprinty
hey,
sprint.
I gotta say, man, Ashen Hall's fits, they're aura. They've got aura to them.
I don't know.
I wish I had a half the fashion style of Ashton Hall, but I
I'm
don't
glad
actually keep any suits
I
on
do
me.
have more than half the fashion style of Ashton Hall.
I don't
I'm
think so,
glad that
James.
I
If
eclipse them
anything,
with my pure aura.
if anything, you're kind of like an Asmongold to me. You're like a
What?
you're more
No,
you look more similar to
no,
Asmongold than to a normal functional human being in society, in my opinion.
no, no,
Yeah.
no,
And if
no.
I didn't know you personally, I would think you would you'd rot max and or you know do all those kinds of things.
I brought Max.
Yeah, rot max. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's where I fuck your mom. Oh,
Uh, well, what's wrong?
got him.
Uh, new
Got
FNAF
you.
game came
I
out.
fucking lit you up,
James, I don't
dude.
know if you knew it. FNAF Secret of the Mimic.
Never heard of it.
I think it's made by the same. Was it made by the same dudes from the previous FNAF game? Pizzaplex.
I don't know. I've never played it.
I heard from a friend that he was going to play it day one, and the second I heard him say that, I was like, he's not going to play it day one. There's just no way because
Mm.
he could
No,
because
because I did play
this
it day one, though.
guy this guy. Let me tell you
Oh,
about my friend
fucking
James.
subverted.
This
Boom.
guy will say that he's going to do things, and then 3 months later, they're still not done.
And here's the thing. I did play it day one.
And here's the
I
thing: he
did that shit.
always blames
I
it on
had that
someone
shit
else.
on.
It's never his
I
fault.
had that, and here's the thing. I had that shit on because I did play it day one.
My bad. My bad.
What? Yeah, you're right. You're fucking bad.
How was it then, James? How was Secret of the
Oh,
Mimic?
it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. I'm only at the beginning area still because I didn't want to spend my whole night playing it, but I did play it. We got a new person in to the live stream, and by the end of the whole discussion, she goes, "I'm gonna be real with you. I only came in here to sell you something, but the vibes were cool, so I stuck around."
You attract so many of those people, James, is
I
the people
don't
who
know
come into
why.
selling. By the way, I should mention that some of the people in your Discord send me DMs and try to sell me stuff. And I'm like, buddy, you're not gonna get anything out of me. Sorry. You know,
It's
I don't
because I
need
tell them to go do that.
I don't need art commission. Do you, James? Do you?
No, I
Because
don't.
I watch your stuff and I don't think you do. And if
I
anything,
don't. I was
I know
lying.
you think, I know you have this deep seated like distrust in any new viewer now because every time a new viewer comes in, it's like a 70% chance they go into, hey, so I'm kind of an artist myself, and I was wondering if you would
70.
like to commission anything from me.
And I go, no. And they go,
And then you go, no, no, no. You think you go, no, no, thank you. But you actually
I do
go,
go no.
not right now, man, because I'm just a little short on cash. I would, but like I'm just short on cash right now.
No,
And he goes,
I say no
and then they go,
every time.
okay, it's fine if you're short on cash. You know, I could drop you a discount real quick. And you're just like, oh man, maybe next time. You know, I just don't have the time right now. It's like, oh, don't have time right now. How about you give me your DMs and we'll talk about it.
See,
What
JD
time
has a
do you
similar
have?
thing where him, a lot like my family, don't know
Yeah.
how to just be nice to people. So they're like, no, you just gotta be an asshole straight up.
It's not being an asshole, James. It's just being
It
direct.
is being an asshole straight up.
No, when you say
No, it's being
when
an
someone
asshole.
asks you, "Hey,
I
I'm an
say
artist.
no, and I
Do
say
you want any artist
not right
commissioned?"
now.
Saying no, thank you. I don't want any art commission is not being an asshole. It's just not.
It is.
If you say to them, "No,
It is.
your ass is art. I saw it. You're a piece of shit. Stop talking.
Your
Stop
ass is
yapping
art.
like the
Your ass is
stupid
art.
ass you are."
Your ass is
That is
art.
being an
No, I
asshole.
heard what you said. You said your ass is art. JD doesn't know how to words.
You know, you keep making these bits where I'm like mistalking stuff, but I don't think it's true. I think you're just trying to.
You said your ass is art, JD.
I don't think so, James.
Clip it. Clip it.
I mean, it's
Clip it and
recorded. I'm
ship it.
recording right now. And I'm
Yeah,
certainly
clip it
not
and
going to
ship
edit
it.
out a random bit halfway into the video.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I have my OBS open right now, actually. You don't got to worry about that.
You know,
I
James,
happen to be recording this on the off chance.
sometimes you act like those Karens who record other people and that like them harassing other people like they're in the right. You're
I
recording
just
and
have
they're
to
gonna
let
go,
you know, JD.
stop attacking me, get away
It's
from me
not a
as they're like
joke.
walking
It's
toward them.
not a joke. I do have the OBS. I do have OBS open.
Are you
Should
gonna stream
stream it to you so
after
you
this? Is that
know.
why you have it there?
Yeah, I was putting our new Fazbear character models on for it.
I see. But
I figured out how to get it to work, by the way. So I
that's cool.
haven't brought this up before proper, but my PlayStation audio, I could not for the life of me figure out how to get it to play through my
Mm.
stream. Because for some reason, my Xbox, it's just fine, but on my PlayStation, it never played audio. And then I found out why, JD.
Why is that?
I had headphones plugged into the remote, and for some reason, when I have headphones plugged into the remote, I can't hear it. Or I can hear it, the stream can't, but if I unplug it from there, then plug my headphones into my computer,
Mm-hmm.
I can hear the game.
And the stream can hear the game.
And the stream can hear the game as well.
So what I'm hearing is it's your fault.
I don't know how. I didn't do anything.
Well, you
These are the
simply
same
were not.
settings it's always been.
You simply did not plug it in right.
It's plugged in the exact
It's
same
just-
way the Xbox is. That's why I'm like, I don't know why it's
but
not
but
working with
James,
the Xbox
it's not an
does.
Xbox. It's a PlayStation. They're two different
Right,
things.
but it has the same fucking cords. I don't know how to tell you this, JD. They both have the same two cords that plug into it.
I
In
mean,
the
I
same
don't know how to
exact
tell you
way,
this, but
for the same exact purpose.
yeah, a lot of things use the same cords, but they're not always plugged into the same
Right.
places.
But why is it that the PlayStation does it and that I've seen nobody else report this problem? It
Well,
definitely
because
is just my
it's
system.
not a problem, James.
But I
It's just
don't
a
know
feature.
how it's. But how is it only me? How did I do it by doing nothing different than what anybody else has done? That's what I'm saying, JD.
Well, I mean, because
like,
you're
no,
because
James,
well, first of
you're
all,
just a fucking idiot.
well,
who
first
did
of all,
this. And I'm
James,
like, no, JD,
I know you like
I
to
just
think.
don't know how it happened because I did it the normal way.
I know
I've done
you like to
nothing
think that you're a
outrageous or
normal
different.
person.
I do it the standard way, and JD's like, no, you didn't, and I'm like, yeah, I did, and you're like, well, James, you know what? That's just not the fucking
I know.
case, and I'm like, well, yeah, it fucking is.
I know you like to think you're a
I'm
normal
taking my
person,
headphones off.
but you're not. And the way you do things is not like how normal people do things.
Sorry,
I know
JD.
you like to think. I know you like to relate to your audience, being like, "I'm just a normal guy like you. I'm
I'll
just a
take my
normal guy
headphones
like you."
off.
But really, you're a four. You're a millionaire streamer who has zero idea the life of a normal blue collar worker like me. So, uh, I don't know how to tell you this, James, but streaming is not a hard job. In fact, I don't know if it could be a job at all for the vast majority of people. You have to plug in your headphones into your computer to hear both to have the stream hear the game from your PlayStation and your computer. It's just common sense. That's why nobody else has that problem, James. Nobody else does it because they just plug their stuff into the computer. So
I think he's still saying something, but I don't have my headphones plugged in, so I genuinely can't hear him.
I know, James. It's criticism can be tough sometimes, but you need to hear these things in order to wake up to reality. You're stuck in the matrix.
Wake the
Okay.
fuck up,
And guys,
samurai.
you need to use my code. Wake the fuck up. Waker by the day is my code to use for my online course to get out of the matrix. And so James here is a good example of what happens when you don't buy my course. So let this be a lesson, guys. Just a quick ad break for that. But anyway, FNAF Secret of the Mimic. I mean, James told me that I could co-commentate with him when he plays it, but I haven't had the time to really. I work a 9 to 5 basically, a 9 to 5 which starts at 9, but I don't have an end time. It's not like 5 rolls around
Well, JD,
and then my
the end
boss
time's
comes around.
5. That's kind of implied.
So far, it's been okay, and
Guy
I haven't.
says he has a job, doesn't know how words work.
And my boss hasn't come around yet
But
and
he thinks
said
he's
to
part
me
of the
at
team.
5, like, get out of here. So I go in at 9, and whenever sometimes I come out early. Usually it's been early, mostly because there's been too many people working. So you know what?
So it
When
sounds
I've
like
got
you're
the
not doing your
time,
job
which
properly.
might be today, it could be today, could be tomorrow night. But when I got the
night.
time, I'm ready. Unlike James, I'm not tired after I work. I don't come home and
Oh
be like,
no,
"Oh,
one of
guys,
us worked a
sorry,
very
guys,
different job from the other.
no stream tonight. I'm tired and like
Oh man,
I'm
it's almost like
sick
one
and
of
I'm
us
tired
didn't
and I
work a
don't feel
job dealing
good." That's you,
cards and
James.
instead worked a job where they did
That's
physical manual labor all day
that's you,
instead.
James.
It's almost like jobs are different depending on what the job is, JD. I know you're over here like Mr. Unemployed.
I mean, James, I offered if you wanted to do this easy job with me. I offered it. I mean, the difference
You
is
know I
that
can't.
instead of
You know I
physically,
couldn't do it.
instead of like having to lift physical objects and stuff, you just have to talk to a lot of people. Have to have good people skills, James. Are you okay with that? Or is that not a job to you? Having to interact with people. With people that you might not like, by the way, because poker players, there's a certain cliche of poker players, James. And these are the people that you probably wouldn't like to talk to. Just saying.
Are you watching my camera?
I am, yeah. You turned it on
Okay.
in the middle and I was just watching it. I had it just like behind my OBS. So, hey. So, James, anything you want to talk about? Because
Secret of Mimic is pretty fun. I almost had something from it spoiled from me, so thankfully I've been able to avoid it. It seems really good so far. The production quality is definitely an improvement from games like FNAF, Security Breach, and Ruin.
is it not a
I
buggy
also
mess?
think they're not from what I've experienced. I think the only bug I've ran into is a visual glitch with a piece of cardboard from a distance to them when you get closer,
Because I know
and that's
Security
it.
Breach had like it was pretty buggy on release, so I was wondering if Secret of the
It's-
Mimic was gonna have that problem.
I I remember every person's video I watched about security breach. Every single person had to lower their graphic settings immediately after booting the game because it became the most choppiest mess of them going. "Oh," it's like trying to move the camera around at
It's like
4
it's like
frames a
my
second.
viewing experience of your stream, where I set your stream to like 360p, so it becomes like super baked.
It's still the funniest thing ever.
any
Was when
any
you
kind of
just
movement
when you
immediately
sent me the
destroys the
reaction
stream.
images.
Any kind of movement immediately destroys the stream. You can't even tell what's going
I,
on.
re- I remember when you told me about that. I was like, "Oh my God, my stream's still fucked. I thought I fixed it." And then you're like, "No, no, I intentionally do this.
Yeah, it's
I want
your
it to
stream
look
is
like this."
fine. It's just when I watch your stream, I intentionally fuck it up. It becomes I implore this shitification onto your stream. What was that you just sent me, James? Let me
Oh, I
see.
made a new live blank reaction
Yeah,
title because on my OBS, when I do art, I have my webcam shrunk for some reason to be a really tiny webcam in the corner.
yeah.
And Kiri, he dubbed it the ant POV camera.
Mm.
So I retitled the Elon Musk image I used to put behind my webcam the live ant reaction. So that way when Kiri, because Kiri watches me on like a 4K TV that he has, because he
You got
sent
a
me a picture
4K
of it.
TV?
It's yeah, it's in the James cord. I don't know where in the James cord he sent it to. I don't remember. It's there, I think, in like memes or just chatting or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in memes.
Look at
But
this
he has
high
this big
roller over here.
TV. Yeah, he has this big TV above his like clay station that he like works at, and he has me on an iPad below, but then he has this big one, and it's just my tiny webcam in the corner of the screen on this big TV. For some reason, it's just very funny to me visually.
Yeah, I wonder how your family
But
watches it if they watch it on TV too. From what
my
I know, nobody that I know actually watches it on a computer. They either watch it on their phone or they watch it on a TV.
so I know they watch the podcast. I don't believe they watch the live streams. I don't think anybody in my family, other than my sister, sometimes tunes into my live streams,
Yeah, but that's
which
just
I
because you're a
prefer.
boring person. I don't blame them.
Yeah, tell that to the person who joined the stream last night. It was immaculate vibes. I was going to sell you
Oh,
something, but you
really?
were so tantalizing. I just got distracted.
I mean, what if I
Your
told you that
vibes
that was
were
just that
so,
was just them psyoping you into buying their stuff, into liking them more? What
except
if I
they
told you
didn't try to
that?
sell me anything. Except they didn't try
Oh
to sell
yeah.
me anything. Still hung out more and then left
But now
later.
they know. But now you know that they had something to sell. Can
Well,
you
I
trust them,
assume
James? Can you
every
ever
person that
trust?
JD, I assume every person that joins my streams try to sell me
Can you
something
ever
at some point.
trust a seller, James? Are you gonna make this mistake again, James? You
I've
trust
already
so
made the
many
mistake by
people.
befriending you, and you sell me on everything.
You trust so many people, and yet it just always happens to betray your trust all the time. It's just strange, isn't it?
JD, I did the math. It wouldn't cost
It's
us
just
as much as I
strange
thought
that
it would
that
to
new
go to
person joined at
Disneyland.
that specific timing and talk to you during that stream. It's just strange, isn't it? Yeah. But the first time someone sent me a DM from your Discord, they were like, hey, I'm trying to sell you something. And I politely turned them down. The second time, I immediately like crashed out on them, and then I haven't gotten one since.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you show me?
No. Well, I mean,
I
those are
don't think you
I
did it.
don't leak DM streams
I
unless
don't think you did that.
I don't.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
be honest. I don't think you've ever had a bad day.
I'm just gonna be
I
honest.
don't think you know what a bad day is.
You're a spring you're a sprinkle kind of guy.
What's that supposed to mean? Uh, I I did the math. It wouldn't cost us as much as I thought it would to go to Disneyland and stay at a hotel right next to it.
Really? How
And
much does it
so,
cost?
yeah, it'll be under 2,000. I thought it'd be way more.
I see.
I it it's still a lot. I thought it would be a lot
For like
more
how
though, is the
long? Like a
thing.
couple days?
For one day.
For one day?
No, for 2 days.
Two
No,
days?
I think they only sell 2 day passes unless you go to the park directly to buy the ticket, then it's a 2 day. You can buy 1 day or
Oh,
something.
but they know
But
me.
we
So
can
they know me. So they're gonna give me the lifetime pass. They know me.
but I I we could do a 2 day and it's a one pass and you can only go to one of the parks per day thing. So we can go to Disneyland and then California Adventure the next day. But
Uh,
and for one room, it would cost I think like 200 something dollars for a two-person room.
yeah,
And it's a hotel right next to the park. It's the one I stayed at last time we went, and it's not a far walk to go.
I see. I see.
It's extremely close. That saves on having to travel to it. Uh, And JD, on top of that,
Mhm.
I'm getting you a lightsaber. You're
James,
building your own lightsaber.
as much as I would love to intrude on you like that,
You're building your own lightsaber.
I don't know, man. I'm not a Disney kind of
Yeah, you keep
guy.
saying I don't know, and
I'm
it's
not a
like,
Disney kind of
dude,
guy. I don't want you
it's
to
not a
pay that
choice.
much money for us to go on that trip.
It's not a choice.
Uh,
You're doing
I
it.
don't know what's gone
You're
into with
going.
Disneyland recently.
JD, we're going to the Anaheim riots.
Which
We need weapons. We need weapons.
so that's what the real thing was, huh? That's what you wanted to bring me there. You're like, JD,
Ulterior
don't
motives.
you want to participate in the riots?
God, JD, since we're here,
as
there's a protest right
as
down
much
the
as I would love
street.
to, I don't think I will.
JD, I know you don't want to go, but
You
look at
keep
this
bringing it up,
tattoo on my
James.
arm that
What is
says
going
"No
on?
Kings in America."
What is going on in California? It's usually
Uh,
burning, but usually that's from wildfires. But it's
mhm.
burning for some other reason now.
Well, it's actually not burning. Also, the
Okay.
police are the ones that genuinely set the fire by firing smoke grenades into dry brush and then trying to harm people that had then attempt. It's
What was
really
that?
funny that the police are the ones that are like setting the fires and then trying to harm the people that put them out. It's like
Hmm.
that's actually crazy. And I'm not even joking. Like the video of the bushfire that caught fire that they're trying to claim was protesters was a video of a guy trying to put it out because the police shot a smoke grenade into it. But yeah. So in California and across all of America right now, there are the anti-ICE protests because ICE has been doing some insane illegal shit recently. They are going after people who are maybe or maybe not undocumented citizens because we know they are deporting people who are American citizens with documents.
What is
And
ICE? Is that the one that deports people?
yeah, it's the one that deports people, but they're also doing it without due charge or whatever it's called. Uh,
Whatever
due
documents they need to deport someone.
well, yeah, like they don't. They're doing it without any sort of court order. They're doing it without any actual paperwork to do it. They're just grabbing people and sending them on planes to El Salvador and shit. And that's
Sending them
insanely
on
illegal.
planes. You're
That's
going
not even a
to
joke. That's just
grabs
what they're
random
doing.
person. You're going to Brazil.
That's literally they're Brazilian people. That's not even a joke. And they are hiding their identities. They're wearing masks,
Gosh
which is,
dang,
is
man.
insanely illegal for police to do, especially in this sort of situation.
Gosh
They're
dang.
not
I wish I
identifying,
could get a
they're not
free
identifying
vacation to El
themselves.
Salvador.
It's not a vacation. You're going to a prison in another country that you aren't even from.
Uh,
Uh, they're sending people to Guantanamo Bay. They reopened Guantanamo Bay. That's
reopened it.
insane. They did. That's insane. They reopened Guantanamo Bay and are sending people there. And they're doing this all without due charge or whatever it's called. I can't remember for life of me now. I could have sworn I heard it earlier and I knew it, but because I need in the moment, I can't remember the word.
Hmm.
uh, but they are doing it again without actual paperwork to back it up. They're just grabbing people they believe are it and are sending them away. They deported a 6-year-old who had cancer and it was in the hospital for it to
The
fucking
most
prison like this.
evil village,
It's
cartoonishly
it's
villain stuff
it's
you can
it's
imagine.
insane. They and the National Guard, I believe, were just recently deployed and are now arresting people, which they cannot do. That's insanely illegal because National Guard cannot arrest anyone.
Well, James,
They
they are the
arrested
law,
a
James. They are
that
the law.
no, they aren't. The National Guard are not meant for that reason. They're meant to deter, not to arrest. They are not police officers. That is why we have these separate systems, and it's very quickly become overtaken by being one system and not two, or even more than that. But also, the first person they arrested was a veteran who was just going to the VA for a VA appointment,
Caught in the
and
crossfire, dude.
it's
You were at the wrong place at the wrong time.
caught in the crossfire,
And now you're
arrested
going to
by
El
his own
Salvador.
brethren,
You're going to a
arrested by his own
South
brethren.
American prison.
Oh my God. And so they're trying to claim them as riots. They're not actually riots. There are people protesting that then agitators show up to the same way they did with BLM. They show up
It
to
always
these
happens that way.
peaceful. It always happens because it's what happens when you get a group of people that are trying to be peaceful. Police literally were caught paying people to do shit, especially during the ice raids. They were literally like caught in the act of doing it. News reporters are asking random black people to jump on top of cars for pictures and they give them like $5. It's genuinely they're getting
they
caught
go
in the
to
act doing this, and
they
it's
go to
so
homeless
crazy.
people. They're like, "Hey, I need you to. I'll slip you a $20 bill. I need you to go over there and punch that police officer in the face." So they start start shooting smoke grenades at people. Ends up in the
That's
dry
not even a
bush.
joke. That's literally what happens. And then there are cops within the groups that people have called out for being cops. And how can you tell they're cops? Because they're still somehow, and I never understand this when cops do
How do
undercover
you
work,
tell?
they don't, they look like cops still. They still stand with that
They
same
just
cop
they look like
posture.
them
They keep their
still.
hands on their hips. Yeah, they still look like it. They still have the cop
It's
haircut, the
just the
fucking
aura. It's the
mustaches and
cop
shit.
aura.
They wear the baseball caps and like the Oakleys and shit. It's like they don't know how to not look like cops, and it's
Yeah,
so funny to me every time.
when you've got the Fed aura on you, man, you can't get rid of it.
You got that fucking corpo government,
The gov,
uh, the gov.
the
When
guz.
you're just too gov coded. Uh,
Me when the guz shoots smoke grenades into the dry bush.
fucking
Guz, government huz.
the fuzz, the
In
hot fuzz.
parentheses. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but yeah, they're now attacking peaceful protesters, and people will claim that it's mostly not peaceful, but it literally is 98% peaceful protests, which only like a few of them have turned violent. But they only all seem that way because most of the ones that are getting covered are the violent ones and not the peaceful ones. And
That's
again, the
true.
violent ones only turn out that way when agitated. Police are shooting. There's a video, a very famous video now of an Australian reporter who's standing there reporting it. She's a whole camera crew. She's dressed wearing press gear and stuff. And a police officer, you can see him raise his beam, like his rubber bullet shotgun, and just shoots her from like 10 feet away in the back. It's not even subtle.
Ugh.
There's another famous clip that was starting to go around of a cop who a guy was asking for his name and badge number. The cop starts walking away from the group of police he's with, and he goes, "You just made me lose focus. So for that, I pick you." And then he raises his fucking uh rubber rubber bullet gun, which is a grenade launcher, by the way. It's either a
Oh yeah,
shotgun or a
it's a
grenade
grenade
launcher.
launcher shoots a beanbag or something, right?
No, they also shoot big rubber bullets that are like the size of like hockey pucks and shit, and are as dense as hockey pucks.
I
Like
see.
these hurt. They're
And they're
not
meant to.
non-lethal, by the way. That's misinformation and
Well,
a
they're
incorrect term. It's
more
not
non-lethal.
non-lethal. No, it's less than lethal. It's
More
it's
non-lethal than bullets.
sorry, not even less than lethal. It's less lethal. I always
Yeah.
get that wrong. It's not less than because I even try to make it sound better. It's less lethal.
Is less
So it
lethal than
still
bullets.
is. It
It
still
could be,
is
yeah.
in a way lethal, but it's less.
But you
And
just
they're
simply have
shooting
to be
this at point
stronger.
blank range.
You just simply be
Yeah,
stronger, and then you
you
won't die
just
from
gotta
it.
not get chosen by cops who are having a power fantasy. Oh wait, that's every fucking cop.
I don't believe it's every cop, but
I do. It proved me wrong.
I mean, so far the interactions any cop I have, they seem like pretty down to earth people.
I only know one,
So
and he's our friend.
you know what? Hey,
That's the only one I've met that hasn't done some shit.
well maybe it's because I haven't had many run-ins with the cops most, so you know, I'm not the leading spokesperson to be talking about cop issues.
I've been in too many situations where cops are involved and they do nothing to actually help. So that's why I've never had a good
So you know what?
experience with them.
James might be a better source for that kind of stuff than me. So
Also, I'm a
I
little
like
bit
to keep
more
away
tapped
from
in,
trouble, James. I don't know about you.
and also with this situation, I'm a little bit more tapped into everything,
Yeah,
what's
I
going
like
on
to
and
keep
stuff.
away from things, away from trouble at least. And
You
usually it
don't look
works.
at the world and go, you don't look at the world and go, "What's up, danger?"
Yeah, I don't look at the world and
Can't
go,
stop it now.
I don't look at the world and paint a target on my chest and I go, me, shoot me with the big hockey puck shaped,
I just don't.
dense
I
rubber
just don't want them
grenade
to shoot
launcher.
somebody else. I just don't want them to shoot somebody else that could be more harmful.
Yeah, so you know, so a lot of things are happening, James. So I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that trip to Disneyland. One, I don't like Disney. It's not your fault, James. It's just the fact that you know I don't
Oh
like
my
traveling
fucking
much,
god, JD.
and
Do
also
you know who Raka Raka
I
is?
know you tried it. Who?
Raka Raka. They're the
Mm,
the New Zealand or Australian guys that would
No,
make those like videos on YouTube. And their more popular ones were when they would parody Ronald McDonald beating people up.
I do know those guys. Yeah, they did the
They're in Death Stranding too.
they cosplayed. Don't they? They're the ones who cosplay Ronald McDonald, and he starts like punching kids and stuff in his
Yeah, yeah.
in his parody videos.
I just found out that apparently they're
They're in Death
NPCs in
Stranding
Death Stranding
too.
2.
What the?
Conan O'Brien from the Conan O'Brien show on TV was in Death Stranding 1. Oh, Hatsune Miku or some VTuber is in Death Stranding 2,
I think
JD.
Picora is in Death Stranding too. I know who that is. It's the rabbit one, right? The rabbit VTuber from Hololive.
I saw their post. I saw
Well,
their post
first
when
of
they
all,
were
it's
hugging
because
Hideo
Hideo
Kojima.
Kojima just looks at random things and he goes, "I like that. Let's put that in the game." And it's just, even if it makes no
That's not even a
sense.
joke. That's not even a joke. They literally he does do that. Norman Reedus talked about how when they were just hanging out once, he just went to take out his phone and just kind of like kicked back. And Hideo was like, Norman, I really like how you did that. Can we record that for reference real quick? Of you doing exactly that again? And Norman's like, doing what? Because he didn't even know what he did.
He
He
goes,
just like did something he
yeah, he
regularly does.
goes, doing what? Doing what? What did I just do?
You want me to do what? You want me to do what?
And then Hideo Kojima goes, kicking back. You sit on the couch, kick back. We record. Does
I do
Hideo Kojima
find
speak English?
no, he doesn't. I think he
How does he
refuses
talk to Norm? How
admit
did
it,
he
by the
talk to
way.
Norm Reedus? He just has a translator by him all the time.
Yeah, he has a translator all the time.
I see. Why was he hanging out with
Yeah,
Norman Reedus?
well, because Norman Reedus is the main character of Death Stranding.
Oh, so it was when they were recording stuff for it, or
Yeah, it was when they were
when
recording
they were
because like
making
he
the game.
had well, because don't they have like some couple hundred like hours of like potential stuff?
Yeah, but I don't know how involved like Hideo Kojima is on his like cutscene recordings or mocap sessions if he's just there all the time in
Well,
like
as far as I'm
everywhere.
aware, it's like it was in between like some period and they recorded it for reference to be animated later
I see.
or
Well, I mean,
something. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's just funny. It's just funny.
I don't know.
So Pecora's in there.
Kidding.
Raka's in there.
Yeah, I think I know somebody else is in there, but I can't remember their name at the moment right now, and it's another wild choice. It's it's just a game full of crazy people to
The most
include.
random appearances. I don't even know how does Hideo Kojima know these people, Raka.
Oh, because he does, dude. Hideo Kojima loves doing movie reviews. It's like his whole
Does
thing.
he?
Yeah, he on his Twitter and stuff. He loves doing movie reviews
Oh.
all the time.
Does he have like a YouTube
And I
channel where he
think
does movie reviews?
no, I think it's just his Twitter
It's
and then
just his
like other
Twitter.
social medias he'll
Damn.
post it on. And it's become a meme of like if Hideo Kojima likes your movie, he'll talk about it. If he doesn't, he'll just say, "I saw this movie."
Fair enough. Has he
And I
watched
think he really
Moonfall?
liked.
In Death Stranding 2, the
That's
moon.
a good question.
In Death Stranding 2, the moon is a mega structure and it's falling to Earth, and that's the main plot
Oh
line.
no!
And then people are like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I know
He's
this.
watched Moon Knight. Uh,
Emma Frost shows up
but
in Death Stranding 2. Everyone goes, wait a minute.
Hideo, this isn't a movie. This is a
Hideo.
character.
Yeah, has someone's been playing Marvel Rivals a bit too much?
Hideo Kojima on his Twitter just writes Marvel Rivals.
Hideo Kojima retweets the latest patch in Marvel Rivals.
Hideo Kojima changed his thumbnail, his picture, his icon to be a picture of Emma Frost thighs.
Tasteful. Very nice.
Let's see what Paul Heyman's got.
Let's see what Kojima's card looks like.
Let's see what Kojima's
It's
letterbox
like
looks like.
his icon is Emma Frost thighs, and then his banner for his Discord, the exploded version, is just like a bunch of different thighs.
It's just a pic. It's just a sideways picture of Squirrel Girl.
It's all of the Hololive VTuber girls' thighs, just all in a row. I know he likes Pecora from Hololive. That's what I know.
I mean, that's why she's in it.
That is exactly why she's in it. That is the reason.
It's my favorite thing of just Hideo Kojima likes you. You're in Death Stranding. What?
Huh? You're in the next Hideo Kojima game. You should call him
Well,
up. Maybe
Hideo
he'll
Kojima,
like you. He's like his latest Twitter post is like, I just watched this guy play FNAF Secret of the Mimic. This guy with no last name. It was very entertaining.
It's him not liking me, so he just posts, watched James No Last Name on Twitch. Wait, watched No Last Name on Twitch.
Yeah, he's like,
I like the French one.
Watch this no last name guy play FNAF Secret of the Mimic. It's the first time he says something negative too. He'll be like,
sell him something.
It'll be like the first time he says something negative too about something. So he'll just be like, yeah, watch this guy play Secret of the Mimic. He wasn't very good at it. And that's the whole tweet.
It's the first actual negative review, not just he said he saw something.
Right.
Tried to sell him something, but the vibes were immaculate, so I stayed around.
Vibes were immaculate. Spoken like a real person, James. Totally not.
I can't wait for our PNG characters to be in Death Stranding 3.
I can't wait to harass your newest Discord members. Every single one of them, they come in, they don't say anything, and I just go, so what do you think about the Hideo Kojima's newest game? You want to be in Death Stranding 2? Have you played the first one?
So I heard you want to join the Avengers Initiative.
But here's the thing. The Avengers are the Avengers because people need them, not because you need them. You're repeating yourself.
Shut
I love that Marvel dialogue always gets you, James. It always gets you heated, gets you in the mood.
It's so bad. I laugh at
it's
it
not that bad,
good,
James.
because it's
fine.
so cringy. It's
fine.
funnier to repeat it with friends. It's like saying dumb, like the room lines. It's like, no, they're not. I don't repeat them with. I don't say, I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not hit her.
Hi,
I did not. Oh, hi,
I don't
Mark.
say that because I think it's a really good line from media. I think it's so badly said and
well, you know what?
Bad.
I say it because I do think it's a good line in media. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know you get down on your knees for the Russos. You're like, boys, what next? Give me Doomsday Now. I'll take that slot.
Yeah, I'm a big Russo head. You know, when they did that scene where it's like, you know, she's our family. Did she have any family? Yeah, us. That shit hit hard, man. That felt different.
Genuinely couldn't think of what you were talking about for a second. I was like,
it was an Endgame when it was like,
it's the Black Widow funeral dialogue.
Yeah, it was the whole. Did she have any family? Yeah,
it's
us.
so bad and forgettable. I had no clue what you're fucking saying.
I shed a tear, man. I shed 2 tears. Both my eyes were crying.
By the way, before we end it out, because I feel like we're nearing the end here.
We are nearing the end.
The Rowley gif from Diary of a Wimpy Kid that I sent. Do you understand what I was saying with it?
Not really. Why?
Just what does Rowley do in the gif, JD?
Well, the camera's pointed at him as if it's someone walking by, like a POV shot, and Rowley waves at us, and then he looks stern and looks down at something. So I don't know what that is.
Imagine me, I'm Rowley here, and I'm reacting to Ashton Hall walking by in the gif that you sent. What am I doing?
You're looking down at Ashton Hall's pants as a peen. James, you are the most gooner-brained, rotted individual I've ever talked to.
It's so distracting.
I know you find it so disgusting when like I'm part of the boys, right? I'm in the friend groups, and they like to talk about gooner stuff all the time. And I know you find it super disgusting when they talk about, just, the gooner stuff. But then you're a gooner, James. I don't know if you realize it, but you are.
No, I know.
You are a gooner. I know. Sometimes when Ashton Hall runs at you in the camera, and you see his balls like jingling around in his pants.
That's not what that is.
You stare at him at his balls like
That's
flying
not
around in
what
his
that is,
pants,
JD.
and you go,
That's not what that is.
and you go, yeah,
That's
but
the other
I'm not a
thing.
gooner. Yeah,
That's the other
you are.
thing. No,
You are a gooner.
I'm saying I am. That's also not what that is that you're seeing, JD. You are wrong. That is
yeah, what
that
is
is
it?
not that. You know exactly what it is.
Okay. If it's not his junk you're looking at, I don't know what else it is.
I mean, it's the other part of it.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what it is.
I don't. You're gonna have to explain.
It's just the way it's like it's so distracting.
What's distracting, James? Say it, and then I'll end the episode. Say it.
Get a job, JD.
If you guys enjoyed, you should subscribe. Like, if you enjoyed. And we do this every Sunday. That's right, every Sunday. And you'll never know unless you subscribe, and also hit that bell notification icon to get notified of when these drop on Sunday. If you like James, his stuff are in the description. So you can check him out there. But that's it from me. James, bring us out.
Hideo Kojima, please let me be in Death Stranding 3.